there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has bars and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a team from the American, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So Notre Dame's offense will start this game off with the football. The last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So the Navy Midshipmen offense comes out, and they'll try to put together their first drive of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Watch the right defensive end. Again, they're so fast. Rush the passer, get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. I love the replays of these things where you can really hone in on that one guy on the one side and you just watch him go to work.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Now the play fake. And this throw is incomplete. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. When you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Grab behind the line. It's Washington. He's loose. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to move them on the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field. Did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way, maybe, to attack these guys, to use their speed against them.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Grabbed in the middle. It's locked. It's a seam wide open. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This drive will open from the 15. Now on the option. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Irish!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. The give to the back. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Navy will have to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quick completion on the out route. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. Back to pass, it's Carr. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's got room. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
That gives him 54 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Leaves it with the back. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Goes to the option. He breaks a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling.
The ball scores 3. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones, and force a tackle for a loss.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Hard running there.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Navy will have to punt it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Dropping back, it's Carr. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fields. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Unloads to the right. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs and QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Wants to throw it. This time it's complete. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Run in the red zone. It's Love. Nice move to keep running. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. This offense has put on a display in the into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the 1st half. This has been all home team.
On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Looking to throw, it's Woodson. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42. Now 7 defensive backs on the field getting ready for a passing down. Quick strike complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Gets it out fast. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught over the middle. It's Bob. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at first and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Irish!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Woodson. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness. You just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook. And you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. He went down in the end zone to add insult to injury. That flag is probably holding. It'll be a safety. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield.
And your Notre Dame Fighting Irish will take over. First and 10.
Off play action on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, the running back has it.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Running with the fullback. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Offense bringing in the big boys. Heavy personnel. On the option. Across the 30, out to the 33, and gains 4 on the play. Navy now facing third and short. On the option. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today. No doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm. They stripped it out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Wide open spaces. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. He's up to 107 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Wants to throw. It's Carr. The throw to the outside is complete. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And here comes the Navy offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. The big fullback's got it. Finds a little space. Turning on the Jets. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from turning it on. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll send the back in motion. Got a little space. Lots of running room. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. The midshipmen moved the sticks with that powerful running game. On the option. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Woodson. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got his man. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And it's right down the boulevard. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USC is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply don't see from the men of Troy. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 28 to Texas. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Back to throw, it's Carr. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Gets the back moving. He'll ride his man on the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for room. It's Chapman. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. It'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll spot it at the 40. Here come the Irish back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's got the tight end. defense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, leaves it on the inside. Back. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. The quick out. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a 3rd down and goal situation.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Cricket. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Forced out of the pocket. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Splits the uprights, good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. They go to the ground. There he goes. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game. Now on 1st down from the 28. Give to the big fullback.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Navy will have to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Back to throw, it's Carr. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And here we go, final play of the game right here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. One last incompletion, and that'll do it.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.